Welcome class, my name is Stephen Vinarub, and today I will be presenting to you on behalf of my team Six Sigma and quality standards, as well as how these methods for improvement have changed the operations for two large companies known around the world. As noted in this slide, Six Sigma is a method in which companies can hone in on specific operational and management issues and provide for a variety of techniques to be implemented based off of the issues currently facing said companies. These methods are made to help improve operations for larger companies ranging from all types of industries, including oil drilling, consumer products, service platforms, distribution, manufacturing, and so on. Six Sigma was created by Bill Smith of Motorola in the 1980s, developing the industry-leading benchmark for large company success in change of operations, and helps to deter variances and minimizes defects famously down to 3.4 defects per million tries. As mentioned, Motorola historically invented and trademarked Six Sigma by 1993 and references the Greek letter sigma to denote the standard deviation. When crunching the numbers, Motorola uses the term Six Sigma as the defect rate, 3.4 defects per million attempts, and it comes down to a percentage of close to 100% success for each attempt. GE operations in the 1990s were notable, mainly due to the strikes led by union workers, leading to building shutdowns and loss of profits. Jack Welch, CEO of General Electric, made Six Sigma famous by showcasing the improvements that came from implementing Six Sigma and has been utilized by industry leaders around the world in order to improve operations. In this presentation, we focus mainly on the positive change that's been found by two leading companies in the industry today, Amazon and Staples. Total quality management has changed the way we look at the functions of large companies and have helped in a myriad of ways to boost margins. Streamlined operations, large-scale quality recruitment, and last-mile improvements have helped Amazon to accomplish its mission of being a leader in global e-commerce. Staples has used Six Sigma to negotiate new leases, improve dock layouts for improved distribution efficiency, and freight center consolidation. Among other things we will discuss in this presentation. The principles of Six Sigma include finding the direct causation of issues within an organization or department. For the calculation seen here, the upper control limit restrains the maximum deficiency the business will withstand, the lower control limit restrains the lowest deficiency, and the control limit is the target. Amazon and Staples both follow a lean Six Sigma approach. This approach focuses on streamlining operations of everyday practices. At Amazon, efficiency was a key factor in their adoption of the Six Sigma model. They put more focus into the fulfillment and customer service centers than any other areas in order to consistently deliver by their promised dates. The work they had done in their fulfillment center has enabled them to produce 35 orders per second. Their focus on maximized efficiency and exceeding customer experiences mirrors the Kaizen method. Some other key principles that Amazon has followed is creating value, streamlined workflow, and creating efficiency through teamwork. Staples has made changes to their operations by consolidating freight from suppliers, getting promotional orders to closer arrive due to their sale, rebalancing their lease negotiations, improving on construction processes which cut 4 weeks off of the time it took for new builds, and reconfigured the loading dock, which improved on time to due date performance by 21%. All of these changes followed were due to the lean Six Sigma model. Six Sigma follows two sets of methodologies, DMAIC and DMADV. The DMAIC methodology is used for processes or products that are either not performing to standards or are not meeting the expectations or needs of the customers. If a product has been optimized in the past but still isn't meeting the needs, or if a new product or process needs to be created, the DMADV methodology is used. DMAIC looks to define the problem, the customer, requirements, and the ultimate goals. Next, it measures the current performance through the usage of data collection in order to identify problems. DMAIC then analyzes what the causes of the issues are to establish the problem with the current strategy. The next step involves improving the process by removing the issues through the use of innovative solutions. And then finally, the objective is to control the new process by adhering to the changes and not falling into old habits. DMADV begins by defining goals that suit the expected end result. Valid and reliable metrics are then established, providing a measurable set of indicators that can be translated into clear product goals. Using this information, options and alternatives can be analyzed, and the process can then be designed and a prototype can be created, which can then be used to identify errors and make any changes before the end product. Finally, the end version of the product can be verified by customers and clients to ensure that it meets needs and expectations. DMAIC stands for the defining phase, measurement phase, analysis, improvement, and control phases. Common tools found in the practice of Six Sigma quality standards include flowcharts, extensive benchmarking, histograms, think tanks, and control charts. Six Sigma management techniques include the empirical method and statistical method. Both are useful in conjunction with one another, as the empirical method looks more at the emotional intelligence factors of productivity by looking into how processes actually work, word-of-mouth issues on the front line, and a direct hands-on experience method. The statistical method looks more into the statistics of what it takes to move a product down the line or in a service line, how efficient employees are with their tasks and time, and other statistical methods. In 1999, Jeff Wilk developed the Operational Excellence Program at Amazon. The Operational Excellence Program set out to deliver two things. One, continuous improvement in customer experience, and two, drive velocity, efficiency, asset velocity, and margin. Using DMAIC, Amazon has transformed its supply chain through its new Prime Delivery initiative. This initiative involved creating Amazon's own delivery fleet, which has since improved customer satisfaction and quality assurance while cutting spending and reduced non-value adding third-party contracts. Amazon takes Six Sigma to its hiring process, and it focuses only on the best applicants. Amazon's interview process emphasizes minimizing delay, reducing the overall process, and improving candidate retention. The newly hired employees are then given training in Six Sigma practices, and some including Six Sigma Black Belt training. For Staples, consulting with Accenture, a strategy and consulting firm, they have reconfigured their loading dock layout, reducing the number of employees needed per shipment, and developed a team for inventory stocking in stores. This has improved their performance for deliveries and shipments and reduced their volume of demand products by 21%. Staples also saw assistance in improving their Six Sigma Green Belt training program to improve their completion rate. Their in-house Green Belt training program consists of 127 Green Belt trainees, however only 21 actually completed their certification. Through the use of DMADV, the consulting group was able to extrapolate data regarding completion and compare it to other certification programs. Using the data created, the consulting firm was able to provide guidance for improving Staples' Green Belt training program. Criteria for Six Sigma include a thorough understanding of all outputs and inputs, an open mind and tolerance for change, a focus of reducing issues within said processes, and look deeply into data to find trends and patterns. The benefit of using Six Sigma is the ability to eliminate the defects at the source as opposed to having a reaction method of mitigating issues and risks without ever having handling the issue at its root cause. The field of Six Sigma certification is a vast world of expertise with a large majority of colleges and universities offering programs that can facilitate and accredit professionals. GE and Motorola led the way by being the first to cultivate the certificate programs. Once those were in place, many companies did begin to follow in their footsteps by developing their own version of the certification program. There's not much detail as to what meet the requirements for certification, and much is left up to interpretation. However, with so many different avenues to obtain the certifications, an OD practitioner, usually the representative from the organization, must do the research to ensure that they're choosing the correct program for their business. Six Sigma certification is also verified through the Council of Six Sigma Certification. The Council has separated the program Six Sigma Body of Knowledge into 5 programs and certificates: White Belt, Yellow Belt, Green Belt, Black Belt, and then the Master Black Belt. There's also an option that is called Lean Six Sigma Body of Knowledge, and it has the same 5 programs, but not in as much depth as the original program. The programs are explained as the following. White Belt is a general overview and a basic understanding of Six Sigma fundamentals and how they implement the principles into their everyday work profession. The Yellow Belt is designed for individuals that are contributing to the same project, but Six Sigma does not define their work functions on a day-to-day basis, and they assume a supportive role to both the Green and Black Belts within a Six Sigma team. Green Belts assist with the majority of data collections, which is the main responsibility of a Black Belt. Black Belts are considered the leaders within a Six Sigma team, and they're responsible for managing the Green and Yellow Belts in both their tasks and operations. Their primary task is project management, and they assume the responsibility of the change agent for their organization. Due to their characteristics, they include project management and analysis. They are very sought after in the professional world. The Master Black Belt has the most important role within a Six Sigma organization, and they are trained and certified Six Sigma professionals. With this training, they can act as consultants, OD professionals, if you will, and they train other belts. Once a company has several employees and professionals that have reached their belt certification, they have a larger chance of succeeding in the future. If a company is fortunate to have several belts reporting to a project or willing to enhance the business structure, positive change is certainly on the horizon. Criticisms of the Six Sigma community include its inability to help improve operations for a smaller company of 500 people or less. Other criticisms revolve around newer companies that should beware of using the certified practitioners, as Six Sigma focuses in on improving legacy systems and not creating new ones. We do hope that you have enjoyed this presentation and would love to discuss further through Canvas if you have any other questions or comments regarding our research.